start now. Thank you for participating in this online fourth Southeast European Conference on Sustainable Development of Energy, Water, and Environment Systems. It was unfortunately not in beautiful Sarajevo, but online, but we have to be adaptable because virus is something that we cannot control. And I think we had a good exchange of ideas. Don't forget that the virtual conference is continuing until Friday. So please discuss, have questions, and let's make this conference as good as possible. I would like to thank especially the Academy of Science and Arts of Bosnia and Herzegovina for patronaging this conference. I would also like to thank the organizers, University of Zagreb, Institute Super Tehnico, University of Sarajevo, and executive organizers, SDEWES Center and Association of Consulting Engineers of Bosnia and Herzegovina. I would also like to thank very much the chair. Unfortunately, due to health reasons, he is only listening to us now. He had an operation and he is now recovering. Everything is okay, but he cannot talk at the moment. So I would like to thank everybody who has helped us, but we have to be adaptable, as I said, in these complicated moments. I would also like to thank very much to our sponsors and to 185 participants who came from 35 countries and 4 continents who attended this online conference. 186 papers were presented in online virtual conference way in 21 regular and 4 special sessions, 2 of which were also held real-time live through Zoom. There were 4 plenary lectures, excellent plenary lectures, which were carried out live, but they are also now available online, and they will stay available under SDEWES Talks. Please visit it. We have there a whole group of different lectures from the past. We are trying to build kind of SDEWES talk. And 1 excellent panel that was carried out live online, which will also be available soon online and stay available for the future. Now we are coming to important information for you. As you know, some of your papers will be invited to special issues. We have previously published 1,865 papers in different special issues in journals, which are our partner journals. Not all of them will be having special issue this year, but some of these will for sure have. The procedure is following. Since we are organizing 4 conferences this year, we are going to wait for the last conference, which will be held in the beginning of September, SDEWES 2020 Cologne 15 SDEWES conference. And then we will ask you to select journals for which you think that your paper is suitable for. And you will be asked to rank those journals, which are going to be available for special issues. If you have submitted and defended archival submissions, so responded to all the reviewers' requests and have had your archival paper accepted. And then editors will make a selection out of those papers, starting from those ranking on the first place, their journal, and then second and the third, and so on. So it will probably take several weeks in September and maybe October to have all the papers invited, archival papers invited to various special issues. Bear in mind that we do not promise that your paper will be published in those special issues. You have to follow the guidelines of the journals. This is of crucial importance because, well, you cannot publish a paper which is not according to the guidelines of the journal. So you have to, once you're invited, you will have 30 days to prepare your paper according to the journal guidelines, which means that you have to reformat your paper in a proper way. You might need to change perspective of your paper so it fits the scope of the journal. This is very important because if it's not true, then it will be rejected. Also, you have to redo the literature review, bearing in mind the scope of the journal. This is very important. So once you do that, you submit the paper and paper goes to review process and hopefully it gets accepted. Regarding the conference papers, we do not promise to publish conference papers because we have to give advantage to archival papers which are pre-reviewed. But the conference papers, some of them will still be invited to journals if we don't have enough archival papers of a suitable scope, which means that some of or many of the conference papers will be invited. There are two journals which are for now, and I think there will be several more this year, which are inviting conference papers like Energies or SDEWES, and there will be several more journals in preparation. So even if you had the conference paper, there is high possibility that we will invite you, but the conference papers will be invited later after we invite or the archival papers. So expect that invitations will start to come in October, and they will end later because some of the papers will be rejected in top journals, so they might be re-invited in journals with lower impact factor later on. So please, what is very important is to communicate with the COMET website, because we are going to have 500 papers and we don't know what was submitted where unless we have you reported back to the COMET database. Saying that, I would like to also mention SDEWES, Journal of Sustainable Development of Energy, Water, Environment Systems, which is the journal that we publish since 2013. It's having a side score of 2.8 according to new methodology in Scopus. And that means that it's in Q2 of Scopus. And it's also included in the Web of Science Core Collection Emerging Sources Citation Index since 2016. But it doesn't have impact factors. So depending on your national policies and the quality of your paper, this may be a good journal for you, and you're most invited, most welcome to publish here. Those that will be invited to publish through the conference to this journal they will get a fee waiver. Let me now thank all the members of the local organizing committee. I will not go through all the names, but Tariq and Ashraf did a huge work for us, and I would really like to thank them very much. I would also like to mention several people who have helped us in promoting SDEWES. It was Petar in Banja Luka, it was Mirza in Tuzla, it was Alexandra in Sarajevo, it was Gordon in Mostar, it was Isak in Bihać. Thank you very much. I would like to thank also all other members of local organizing committee and also of the technical staff that made this conference in these crazy times actually happen. Especially I would like to thank Eva and Marco, who did most of this crazy work of switching from on-site to online, going back and forwards, having in mind changing situation with coronavirus. So thank you all. But with this conference, we are not finished yet. Virtual conference is continuing. The live part, real-time live part is finishing now. But visit us at virtual conference and you can watch all the presentations until Friday midday. You can ask and comments until tomorrow midday. And we leave 24 hours for authors to answer all the questions. So the questions will be closed tomorrow midday. So please do visit the presentations and put your questions. This is incredibly important to discuss the papers because authors need your response. Authors need to find out, is their way of thinking correct or it's maybe completely wrong. So please, questions are hugely important part of the conference. Also, let me repeat that authors are obliged to respond and those papers that will not have responded to the questions by Friday midday, we will have to cancel. Try to imagine if authors were presenting in live and they just walked out after their presentation and they didn't answer to the question. That would not be scientific behavior. So remember, we have very tough rules because this conference offers authors quite a lot. I would now like to remind you to put the cameras on. We have now 75 participants, which is nearly half of the total. And I think now it's the good time to do the photos. Can we have a photo?
Sure, I'll take a couple of screenshots. So everybody smile.
Smile.
Okay, screen one done. Not everybody fits on one screen, so.
Fits on one screen. You can fit 75 on one screen.
No, I can fit 25 on one screen, so I need to take 3 screenshots.
3 or 4 screens, yes.
Okay,
okay, Nikolai is here. Stanislav is missing. Stanislav, where is your camera? Fordi, Stefan, Jean-Paul.
Yeah, I see everybody. So I think I took all of them.
Hrvoje, Abdullah, where are your cameras? Nebojša, Massimiliano. I'm reading out people that didn't turn on the camera.
Don't hide under the table.
Don't hide under the table, as Peter says. Yes.
Okay, I think I have most of them. So.
Okay. So let me continue then with my presentation. We are going to have more conferences. So please come back to SDEWES. There will be one in Cologne, which we have decided mostly to have it online fully. We still didn't put this information on the website, and Marco will now play the video of promotion video of the conference. Please stay with us.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello and welcome. I am very proud to announce that next year's SDEWES Conference 2020 will take place in the most beautiful city of Germany. Before we go into more detail, let us have some impressions of the city. You like to go to the beach and you think you need to go for the Mediterranean Sea? No, you can have that in the middle of Cologne. We love to live our lives and we love our carnival. And as the official season is much too short, we continue to celebrate that on Christopher Street Day. And then we have invented, unique in the world, the summer carnival. We just call Jack im Sommerschien. You would like to experience passionate football? Come to Cologne. Okay, if you would like to see good football, go somewhere else. You would like to go by cable car and you think you need to go, for example, to the Alps? No need, you can do that here in Cologne. Order! Okay, I will start to talk about the conference. We will have the SDEWES 2020 conference on the campus of our university TH Köln, the largest university of applied science in Europe. We will have the conference dinner and the party on a cruiser ship here on the Rhine River. And we go for an excursion first to see the old energy system. We will have a look into one of the world's largest open cast lignite mines. And then we head on to look for the future energy systems and we'll have a visit at Forschungszentrum Jülich. At the latest, after SDEWES 2020, you will have lost your heart to the city of Cologne and also will attach a lock to the Hohenzollern Bridge. See you!
Okay, well, that was a blast to the past in a way. You heard how life was great in the times before Corona. Now in the times of Corona, we will most probably or definitely not travel to Cologne. Unfortunately, we will have online conference, but everything else stays the same. We will have a similar conference as we had in Sarajevo and previously at the Gold Coast. So please come back to SDEWES at Cologne, and then the next year we are organizing one in Dubrovnik in October, and I hope by October we will have vaccines and virus will be defeated, and we will finally be together again. And after 1.5 years of this terrible situation, we will be so happy to exchange in live all our research that we did while closed for 1.5 years. I hope so, but nobody knows. We are ready. SDEWES team is ready for everything, every single situation which can happen, we can do it. If Corona stays for 10 years, we will organize it in Antarctica, because we still didn't do it on that continent. In this way, by doing it online, we can actually do it in any country in the world. So Antarctica, here we come. Thank you very much for the participation. Do not forget to comment, to ask questions, to respond to questions. And also you will get a survey after the conference ends. And then in September, we go and publish our research. Thank you very much, and see you in Cologne. Bye.